You're tuning into Black and White Sports on YouTube. The no-holds-barred truth on sports. The main event starts now.
Black and white sports fans, let's talk about the Tokyo Olympics, because the Tokyo Olympics is starting this week. And apparently, the world-class athletes are going to try to compete for gold medals, for silver, for bronze. However, I do believe that sleep is going to be very, very important to these athletes if they actually expect to win a medal. Sleep is super duper important for a world-class athlete, folks. But however, I believe there's going to be a major problem with athletes actually getting sleep in Tokyo, man, because this is absolutely crazy. I was just sitting down and I was actually looking for content to put out, and then I ran across this. This is not a joke, folks. The athletes in Tokyo, every single one of them, will be sleeping on cardboard beds. I'm not making this up. I've slept on some pretty horrible beds, folks, because I was in the Navy. We had these metal, like prison bunks or whatever. Those things were terrible. But folks, this may actually be even worse. So let's dive into this. Over here on the New York Post, athletes to sleep on anti-sets cardboard beds at Olympic Games amid COVID. Now, the reason why they're doing this, folks, because they don't want any hanky panky going on over there in Tokyo, because apparently the virus has kind of run amok over there, spreading like wildfire. So these beds are designed just for one single person. That's it. Let's dive into this, guys. It says here, lustful Olympic athletes should think twice before making the bedrock in Tokyo. That's funny. The world's best sports competitors are set to spend their night on cardboard beds, allegedly designed to collapse under the weight of fornicators to discourage sets amid COVID-19. That is so funny, folks. So if there's too much weight on the bed, it's going to collapse. And we got some pictures of these beds, folks, and it looks pretty flimsy to me. But however, folks, one particular Olympian is going to be at these games. And I made videos on this person. I'm talking about Laurel Hubbard, who is a man that's actually going to be competing in women's weightlifting. And folks, this is one huge, gigantic man. Laurel Hubbard probably won't be able to hold the weight of this bed. Anyway, it may collapse with Laurel Hubbard actually laying on these beds, folks, because Laurel Hubbard is pretty huge. It says Olympic officials who already warned 2021 Games participants to avoid two-person push-ups because of the coronavirus have set up 18,000 of the cardboard beds in the notoriously sex-crazed athletes' village, according to Denzing magazine. Quote, beds to be installed in Tokyo Olympic Village will be made out of cardboard. This is aimed at avoiding intimacy among athletes, American distance runner Paul Chelimo tweeted. Beds will be able to withstand the weight of a single person to avoid situations beyond sports. Chelimo cracked. I see no problem for the distance runners. Even four of us can do it. Now, folks, look here. You can see here, folks, look at the bottom of this bed. I don't know what the actual mattress part is made out of, but this cannot be comfortable. I believe there's another photo. Oh, this is much better. Look at the headboard of this. This looks like a package box that you get from Amazon. This is how flimsy these things are. You're definitely going to have a hard time sleeping at night on one of these things. I mean, that's just the way it is. It says Olympic athletes have never shied away from hanky panky, but officials have warned it could spell particular trouble this year amid the pandemic. The 100% recyclable cardboard beds were designed by the Japanese company Airweave, but officials are apparently aware it's going to take a lot more than the makeshift berths to keep players out of the pole position. This author on the New York Post is absolutely hilarious here. It is. It goes on. It says they are distributing a cachet of condoms to the athletes as they have at every Olympic Games since 1988. I didn't even know this, to tell you the truth. This year, the condom tally is 160,000, which I would think would be a lot. Still, that's a far cry from the 450,000 doled out at the last Summer Olympics in Rio de Janeiro, Brazil, in 2016. This year, Olympic officials insist the rubber is for athletes to bring home to spread the message of safe sex. Well, this doesn't make any sense. You wanted to bring them home. All right. Whatever. It says, quote, our intent and goal is not for athletes to use the condoms at the Olympic Village, but to help with awareness by taking them back to their own countries, the Tokyo Olympics Organizing Committee said in a statement to Japan today. Now, folks, I'm pretty sure the athletes can just get this at home. They could. Tokyo definitely wants them to use it while they're there. I mean, why in the world would you waste money for them just to bring it back home? This is ridiculous. Here is another picture of this bed, folks. Look at how horrible this is. Horrible. Now, folks, also, the men's Olympic basketball team is going to be there. Can you imagine Kevin Durant? How tall is Kevin Durant? 7 foot? I know he doesn't seem to have like a lot of weight on him, but he's a 7-foot NBA player. And if the centers on his team probably won't be able to fit on this. This looks so flimsy. They're trying to make it look a little bit better here with the nice little blanket over there that says Tokyo 2020, even though these games are taking place in 2021. But I digress. And of course, they really want to stop the spread of the virus by saying, why don't they just say, all right, guys, if you get caught with anybody in your bed, then you're going to be banned from the games. I mean, give these guys a real bed. This is pathetic right here. This is pathetic. This is not going to hold the weight of a world-class Olympic athlete. It's just not. Look how terrible this is. This is so funny, folks. This is so funny. Can you imagine, guys, Laurel Hubbard just walking in and laying on one of these beds, just sitting on the bed? It probably would collapse under Laurel Hubbard's weight. Laurel Hubbard has the weight of a grown man. I mean, the power lifters that's going to be at this competition, you're going to put them on those things? Oh, man, this is a disaster waiting to happen, folks. That's just my thoughts on this. What do you guys think of this, Black and White sports fans? Let us know what you think about all this in the comments. And make sure you subscribe to Black and White Sports. And we'll catch you next time.
Thanks for watching the show. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Be sure to tune in next time on Black and White Sports.